Hi everyone, this is U.S. immigration lawyer Michael Ashoori coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about what you should do if you're here on some sort of a temporary status and your status is expiring, but you can't leave because of the emergency that's going on right now with coronavirus. So let's get started. I'm sure many of you are well aware that things that are going on with immigration right now are not standard, they're not normal. And while there are many changes and differences with everything that's going on with immigration, one thing that remains unchanged is that USCIS is still processing change of status applications and extension of status applications. An extension of status is when you're here on some type of a non-immigrant status, for example, visitor status, and you want to extend, and that's possible to do. You can extend a visitor status for up to an additional 6 months. Now, that's an extension of status. A change of status is where you go from one non-immigrant status to another non-immigrant status. For example, if you're here on some sort of visitor status and you want to transfer to some sort of like a work status of some kind, like an E2 status or some other status, those two procedures are still being processed. But to do a change of status or an extension of status, you normally have to file your application before your underlying status expires. However, even if you're in a situation right now where your underlying status has expired, your visitor status has expired, and you still are looking for options on what to do, there are ways that USCIS can still consider applications even though they're filed late. One of the bases which USCIS will consider to accept a late and untimely filed application is an extraordinary circumstance. Right now, many people are in a position to argue an extraordinary circumstance because of everything that's going on with COVID-19. So I highly encourage you, even if your underlying status has expired, to reach out to a qualified immigration lawyer to see if you can construct a strong case, even though it's not technically being filed timely. So if you're planning on filing a late change of status or an extension of status, again, it's being filed untimely, there are two things you should know. The first thing is that USCIS grants these requests on a case-by-case basis, so you should be prepared to provide a lot of evidence demonstrating that the reason for your late filing. The second thing that I want to mention is that the amount of time that your application is late should be related to whatever the emergency is. So if the emergency only lasts a few days, you shouldn't be filing your application 2 months from now. And if at all possible, it's preferable to file your application timely because, again, USCIS grants these motions on a case-by-case basis. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk to you about on today's video is for those of you that are here on an ESTA, which is the Visa Waiver Program. As many of you may know, the ESTA does not qualify for an extension of status or a change of status. So what can you do if you're here on an ESTA and you've overstayed the time that's allotted to you? Well, one thing that you can do is if your overstay is related to everything that's going on with coronavirus, you can request what's called satisfactory departure from USCIS. I'm going to post my contact information below to discuss how to do any of this stuff that I've mentioned in this video. In the details below, I've provided a link to schedule a free consultation with my office. I've also included my email address and my phone number. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to contact me. Our offices are open. We're handling calls, we're helping our clients, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We're regularly posting U.S. immigration content. Again, thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.